Hello, thank you so much for clicking on my channel and welcome. This is my first video ever and I'm really nervous and I'm really excited and let's just start. So I sketched out a certain Harry Styles with my charcoal pencils. Also, this is my first time using charcoal, by the way. So I had no idea what to do. So I just went along with my instinct, and I decided to do all the darkest areas first with a soft charcoal pencil because it's just I didn't want the darker areas. If I did them later, then I didn't want them to mess up with my lighter areas because charcoal can be messy. That's the one thing that I've learned from this. And yeah, so I decided to do all the darkest areas first in the background, in the foreground. If it looks a little bit grainy, then that's fine because eventually it's all just going to blend using fingers and brushes and tissues and blending stumps. And although I don't recommend using fingers because they can be greasy and sweaty and ruin your artwork, and I know I used it because I'm lazy. And yeah, and I also used my charcoal stick which I had, which actually inspired me to start doing charcoal. And I also broke it because apparently I used too much pressure, or maybe it was just a bit too weak, who knows. Anyway, with the hair, oh yeah, I also sharpened my pencils. While doing that, I noticed that there was a lot of charcoal dust and I just collected it so that I could use it later to do something, to just shade with my paintbrush anywhere I wanted. It was a lot more easier and a lot more fun. And to do the hair, I did the same thing. I usually do every stand individually, but with this I went from darker to lighter because the same problem. I didn't want the darker parts to ruin the lighter parts, so I just did everything dark first and then went to the light. And hair, to be honest, I really struggle with doing hair in colors, in paintings, in pencil sketches, everywhere, but I'm going to get there one day. We are all learning anyway. And then to create all the highlights, I use an eraser. Honestly, just use any eraser you have. I use the kneadable eraser and the mono eraser to do all the details and highlights and stuff. But if you have a normal eraser, then that's totally fine. See, in the background I'm doing the shading with the powder that I collected. It was really fun. Yeah, anyway, so after doing the highlights, I went to the lighter part eventually, which is the face. But also I was really scared to do the face because I didn't want to ruin it. Yeah, there we go. So for doing the face, I used the lightest pencil, which is the hard one with the red band. So I shaded it with that, then went over it with my brush, blended it, then shaded over it again. Then I used my blending stump. Not really. No, not blending stump. I used the erasers in the way I needed them to create highlights. If I wanted less prominent highlights, I made them with kneadable eraser, and a bit more bright and prominent and in the face highlights, I used the mono eraser for that. And then we go to the eyes. Eyes are honestly my favorite part of the portrait. Any portrait I do, I start from the eyes mostly. But with this one, I was just really afraid to do anything and I wanted to do the darker areas first, so I went with the background first. For eyes, the same thing. Create highlights wherever you think it would look good, and do all individual strands of hair on the eyebrows, and it will look good. Decent enough anyway. And same for the cheekbones, same for the chin. Just see where where see the reference very carefully, where all the highlights are going, where all the shadows are going, where all the bends and bumps on the face, on the hair are going, and then just try to replicate it or make it your own. Do it in your own art style. Just try to see the balance of everything, and it looks good, how it looks good and how it would look good. And also, I just wanted to really apologize about the lighting. I am seeing now that it is flickering a lot, but this is all a part of learning. I'll figure it out eventually, and I'm sorry for the lighting and even bad audio. I have actually been trying to record this audio the whole day, but I live currently in an area near the metro station, and there's traffic all the time, so it's really irritating. And now it's 2 a.m. in the morning, by the way, when I finally I got there finally got the time, and even now it's raining, so I'm really sorry for that. We'll get better with more videos, I promise. And yeah, same for the cheekbones, create highlights. Also, while doing the upper lips, just shade the upper lip area first, blend it, and then do the hair on top of it. That's what I did. I didn't do that eventually. You'd think it's a normal thing to do that, but before I did everything so wrong. Yeah, there you go. The hair are there now. Same for the lip, just see where every shadow is, and same for the neck. Start from the darkest shadow area and go from there. And also, I forgot to add the more prominent, the stray hair that go here and there, to add more naturalistic look to the portrait. I forgot to add them, and I added them in the end. So yeah, I don't know why I told that. That's one of the secrets, but anyway, to be honest, all in all, I'm really proud of it. I think it looks decent enough for a first time. And just tell me, I just want you all to be open with me about all the criticism. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like. Tell me in the comments what you would like to see in the future, because I honestly have no idea what to do. Just give me ideas, give me anything you want to see on the channel. I would really appreciate that, and we would learn and do fun stuff together. And yeah, for the yes, one really important thing I wanted to tell you is that I use the kneadable erasers to do the less prominent highlights, and then on top of that I do the more prominent highlights with applying more pressure with the mono eraser. And for example, you see in the background, I'll just now make these little circles where you'll see the less prominent ones and the more prominent ones. That is how I add them. I didn't figure it out before. I just don't know how. I did not see that before, but now I do. It's maybe a normal thing for you all, but not for me. Now it is. Now I'm rambling. Anyway, just please tell me how you think about it, and what are your thoughts. What should I do next? And this is the final one. And please subscribe and like and share and turn the bell's notification on. And bye. See you later. Thank you.